Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Devi Jade, and I'm here to share with you what we will be doing on this retrograde that's going to be soon upon us. We have Fall Equinox, which is today, and then on the 27th of September through the 17th of October, we will be experiencing the Mercury Retrograde. Mercury Retrograde starts out kind of slow, and then it goes to a peak, and then it goes down. But for those of us that are really paying attention to our spiritual path, we seem to start feeling all of the energies that are coming along in the first 2 weeks, and then we kind of go bumpity bump for about a week later. I thought, because there's so much information out there now for people to kind of take a look and what is expected and what you want to do, I want to see if we can get ourselves out of our heads a little bit and go with the flow of Mercury retrogrades. Mercury retrogrades are very positive for us if we would look at them in that way, because what they do for us is they help us to get closure for things we need to get closure. It helps us to take a look at what's not working for us anymore when it comes to our ego mind. And if there's big items on the table, we can finish them. I wouldn't start big items at any kind of starting, like I wouldn't start a business. I wouldn't go start looking for a house. I wouldn't go start looking for a car. I really would never get engaged or get married in a retrograde, because there's a lot of congested, confusing energy, and Mercury is the ruler over communication, and things that you don't want to happen could happen. So typically there'll be mechanical things that go on. There's a lot of miscommunications that's already occurring. There's these miscommunications, so let's go with the flow. Going with the flow would be have calmness, sort it out, and allow yourself to be so calm that everything will trickle out beautifully. I thought it would be fun this time to include a power animal. So the animal that has come to assist us this time is wolf. Wolf is about clan, about leadership, about teaching, and we are all teachers one to another. Whether I'm a teacher and I have those that come to me over the course of so many years and I teach, that doesn't mean that I'm not teachable. So that is the two words, because with this retrograde being in Libra, we've got this balance. We want to make sure that we are just kind of swaying back and forth, and we're not doing this up and down thing that could possibly go on. Libra is very much about partnership, so Wolf is perfect for that, because Wolf has a beautiful hierarchy. They mate for life, for one thing. They have their scouts that go out and make sure that everything is safe for them. They're prolific and wonderful parents to their little pups, and everything about Wolf is about congeniality, about family, and clan. Clan is not about pushing everybody out, but it's about watching over your own and making sure that everyone's taken care of. This whole year has been one that Michael Archangel, Mother Mary, Lord Jesus, and all of our other goddesses and gods have relegated it to family. And that is our theme this time, family. Well, we're going into the holidays, aren't we? So those things are going to start creeping up on us, and once we hit this equinox, things seem to be off and running. Especially when we hit October 1st. You notice that everything in the stores are about getting everything for Halloween. There's just these little inkling things of harvest, where harvest used to be first, which it is now. The gathering, all the gathering of the harvest and the equinox is about starting to get quiet, but they flipped it. So let's flip it back. Oh, I love Halloween as well, and I've got my goodies out, and everything in me wants to say, ooh, let's put it out. But mind you, I'm going to go with the flow of harvest first, working in to that quieter time of honoring the ancestors, which All Hallows Eve is about. So during this retrograde, I typically will get a black candle, which I've gotten over here, little black guy. And for those that'll be a lot easier, I want you to get olive oil. I've got just a little bottle. You can buy these littler ones. Okay, this is the extra virgin olive oil. And then what I'll do is I'll take my little push pin, which I've got right here, and I'll scry in the side. You know, I think I'll put this like family. I'll just do that really quick. I'm writing it right in there. And I'll want communication, because we want good communication. Communication. Okay. And I think I'm going to put harmony on there, because harmony is a good word for that ebb and flow. So I'm going to put that on there. I'm not going to get really complicated this time again. Last time I didn't. I'm not going to do that again. Okay, I'm going to put those 3 words on there. I'm going to take my olive oil, just put a little on my hands. Okay, I'm going to rub it. Now, if you have Palo Santo, I would encourage you to use that. I'm very much about using the essential oils. I think it's a little bit better. I've got that here. Okay, but if you have a little stick of it, please use it sparingly. Why am I using Palo Santo? Because Palo Santo is very, very strong to push away and release negativity. It's the negativity of the mind thoughts, you know, so that's what I'm doing. It smells really good. Okay, so I'm gonna rub it. I'm going to go from wick to base, putting the intention of family and communication and harmony. Now, why would I use this color and put positive words? Because I'm gonna burn it so it pushes away whatever negativity might come, so that all of the goodness can flow up. And that's what I'm gonna do. I will then put it in my little holder and I will burn that. Do I want to burn it ahead? I'm going to tell you, it might be a good thing for us to burn it ahead of time, a couple of days if possible. Saturdays are the very best day to do release work, but I will leave that up to you, and then burn that so it will start that positivity for you. Okay, so I am going to give us a tiny little reading, which I never do, and this one is going to be what to look at. We want to have calmness and peace and centeredness. You can ask Mother Mary to be with you during this time, because she brings that. She's very good and about bringing miracles to us, very quick miracles. Okay, and then power. We want to bring power with us, fullness. This would be men, this would be women, in harmony. Okay, then I'm being very basic here. And then what we want to do is, if we have any sort of angst against people, let's use forgiveness. A lot of it. Every night, every day, every moment. Well, I do a lot of forgiveness. Go deeper. Okay, forgive yourself. Forgive everything around you, and ask that it be dissolved. Dissolved to the highest, so that it can be released, dissolved, which is my word, and you'll feel more peace. Allow yourself to dissolve the past in regard to your hurts and pains and things. Some people don't even remember their childhood. So when you say, I don't even remember, dissolve that. I release and let go and dissolve what was painful, so painful to me that I can't even remember. And that will be helpful, so that you can reset yourself and find that balance again. All kinds of sorrows, pains, disruptions in your life, the bridges that you never crossed, the things that you never did, as time has ticked by, how you feel like you've missed things, because we've not missed everything. We're not going to get everything. Well, maybe some people do, and people might say, well, why did you even say that? So I'm retracting. Okay, so perhaps when you release and release and release, you'll be able to then manifest what you desire with that strength and that rebirth. Have fun. that is really a key. So if you think about, you know, carrying the wolf, and it's like, okay, this could be about finding a mate, this could be about, you know, playing with my children, having fun with my friends, being very playful, very joyful, because again, that's going to set the tone for you. That creates balance in our life. All of that fun. All work, no play, you've heard that. And now we're running to the end of the year, and I'm very happy to, you know, say that a lot of people are finding that balance. That's the feedback I'm getting, and I'm very happy for you. So some people over the holidays are like, oh my gosh, here they come, and we're going to be all alone again. I don't want to be alone. Like for me, it's me and my cat. So find things that you can have fun with. What I do is I spend time with my friends online watching programs. I have my laptop, or you know, I'm watching on my TV, they're watching on theirs. We line them up and we watch. I've got about maybe 3 dates a week that I do that. Or I play games on, you know, with my children, and we don't see each other. We just like have it. It's like I'm the person in the background saying, okay, this, because I don't want to show my face all the time. And actually, we have a good time. So find things that you can do with your friends and your family, because some of us still are not feeling like we can go out, and then you won't be alone. Allow yourself to, in this retrograde, to release everything about who you are to this point. How do you do that? It's pretty tricky. I am not going to tell you a fib about that. It's releasing every day things that don't work for you, keeping the great parts, and even taking one of those parts and just kind of releasing it and seeing what happens. I dissolve even this so that something even bigger can come in, because you know, many of us are so successful, and so now we get real identified with that person that's successful, that person that's doing a lot of good work for people, that person that's helping people, and always we're evolving. So if you think of children, they're always pretending, they're always evolving, they're always changing. You know, you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? Well, we used to ask that. I don't know if we do that anymore. At this point, they change it how many times, and finally they find where their path is. So originally, I remember telling my counselor that I want to, you know, get dogs that will help people that can't see, that are blind. And he literally looked at me, the deer in the headlights look, and said, that'll never happen. See, so that's something I get to release, because obviously there's, even telling you, there's a little energy in there for somebody that I was looking to and saying, oh, that would be a great idea. And they're like, no, that's never going to happen. Okay, because at that particular time, it wasn't a big thing. But it was very creative, and look at where it is now. It would have been rescue dogs. It really is something huge. Nevertheless, this is where I am, because this is what I was meant to do, and how I'm coming to be. So with him saying no, and there's energy on it, here's the teaching, the extra teaching. Had he said yes, maybe I wouldn't be sharing and teaching the way I am now. So you never know. Okay, the other one is, ooh, it's difficult to let go of the identity again. I'm hoping I can do it, but I don't know if I can do it. So this is where people they just say jump. Now, I'm not one that says jump out of the plane if you're completely terrified. But if you just have that desire to do it, and you know that somebody's going to be going tandem with you, or you have support, absolutely step one step farther. If nothing else, go to the baby end and just allow yourself to do that. This retrograde is going to help us to reset ourselves for something even bigger, more, even more, and even more than that. How can that be in it's a retrograde? Because the thing about this retrograde is about balance. And as we keep shedding and letting go, like the trees will start doing, by so many more months, toward the spring, they'll be regenerating. None of those leaves will look the same. They will look similar, and they won't be the same. That tree won't be the same. They are always changing and evolving. That's their teachings. So enjoy your retrograde. Allow yourself to kind of go with the flow. If you find yourself swinging way too far, pull yourself in a little. If you find yourself going way that way too much, pull yourself in a little, and then be still. Thank you for coming to this channel. I encourage you to share the videos, because in each and every one of these is a teaching. They're not relegated to one particular time. Retrogrades are a little pickier maybe, but for the most part, everything that's shared, there's always layers and layers and layers of teaching. And I'm very grateful to be able to share with you what our deities, angels, and guides have for us. Thank you very much. And again, happy equinox, and pretty soon, woo, the retrograde. Take care.